make a point of getting to know your candidates who are standing on your behalf. The courage, the contribution, the power, the willpower to put someone's face in front of everyone else and be slaughtered is something that doesn't come very easily to some of us whose names are in the hat. Hello, my love. So anything that is being published, don't take it as being gospel. And on that note, regarding the election, this is how I understand the voting system. And this is the reason why people stop voting, because it is so complicated. And I hate to say it, but the council have actually contradicted themselves. So when you read this on the council website page, it's interesting. They say one thing on one page, 2 to 3 pages along, they contradict themselves. And this has been noted from a very intellectual male, actually. So when it comes to you voting, make sure you put down your number one vote. If there is nobody else on the piece of paper that you wish to have put forward, don't waste your numbers. Because what happens is, in order for me or any one of us who are running to become a councillor, we have a quota. We have to hit a particular number. No one seems to know what the number is. But I need as many number one votes as I can get to get me into the council building. If people vote me as number 2, then what happens is the electoral office then take all my number 1s, all my number 2s and add them up. And that's how I build my quota. If I still don't have enough, they will then go down the list to the number 3s of those people who have voted for me. And so on and so on and so on. And that is how the person gets elected into council. Do not waste your votes from going 1 through to 6. If there is one person only that you want to vote for that one person. Do not go and waste your votes willy-nilly, because honestly, you're just wasting your pen. If there are 2 people on there, list them in the order that you want them to get your vote and leave it at that. Again, if there is no one on the list that takes your fancy, don't vote. You are just wasting your vote. It is not an easy process. They make it complicated for a reason, so that people end up by giving up because it doesn't make sense. And I have even read it, and they call it STV, and in brackets, it's called simple to vote. They've got a different way of saying it, but it's not simple to vote. Okay? Go on to under the candidates on the council website, up in the menu, drop down list to council, and then you'll get another drop down list again, vote 2020, and go through your Kaitaki, New Plymouth ward, go through your district-wide ward, and figure out who is the person who best aligns themselves with your values. There are questions in there that we needed to answer. And again, I have seen on multiple pages on Facebook in the last 2 weeks that some councillors who are standing have not answered the question. Now, why is that? If you're running for council and you want my vote, because remember, at the end of the day, I'm not a councillor when I'm putting my voting papers in. If someone hasn't bothered to take the time out to answer the questions, then why do they deserve mine or your vote? If they can't answer those simple 8 questions, then how are they going to answer your questions when they are in representing you? I may not have all the answers that you want. I may not have the right answer that you want. But I will always try my best to give you an answer.